Hey guys, this is Travis. This is my modified Super Cub. I just wanted to quickly put up a video for you guys showing you some of my mods because I know a lot of you guys are asking questions about modifying your Super Cubs and what kind of setup, and lots of questions here and there, and especially if you've never built a plane before. I can give you some quick tips. This isn't going to be a great video, but I just thought I'd throw this up there for you. This is my Super Cub. That wing on top is actually nearly brand new. My brother gave it to me. It was just a spare. This airframe has had over 200 flights on it, so if it's a little beat up, forgive me, that's why. And yeah, I guess I'll just quickly go through some of my modifications, some areas I recommend you'd reinforce, and just some common things I hope to cover that can help you guys out. We'll start at the back since it's the simplest. Not much to it. Obviously I did my own paint job on it. With this different wing, it doesn't really match my original scheme. I'm using the Ultra Trim by Ultra Coat, and I just cut it up and did my own pinstripes and red design. On the tail, not much to it. It's pretty much stock. I'm using the most inner holes on both the rudder and the elevator, so I'm getting lots and lots of throw. You want to max out your throw when you get good at flying. You can see even my stab's not even straight hardly anymore, just because I've taught 2 or 3 people to fly on this, and with 200 flights, it's been underwater, it's been in snow, it's been beat up, it's been a lot of places, so it doesn't look really great anymore. This guy's on floats. These are the LP floats, I believe, and they work perfect. It takes only like 15 minutes to install them, maybe 20 minutes. They work really good. I fly them off water, off snow, off the dry grass. It'll work on pretty much any surface. They do crack when it's really, really cold outside on the bottom, but they've been really good for how long they've been on there. So yeah, coming back from the tail, not much. One weak area you're going to want to reinforce is right under here. There's a really weak point where the tail wants to snap off. If you're teaching anybody, if you're learning and they nose it in real hard or cartwheel it, a lot of times it'll snap right there. So just in front of where the control horn rod comes out of the fuse, you want to reinforce that. I just use carbon tape. It's light and it's extremely strong. You can't rip it with your hands if you try. It works really good for this kind of repair. If not, just use some foam safe CA. Actually, this is EPP, so you can use regular CA. That'll work as well. You can also use epoxy, lots of things. So yeah, same thing. Just wrap your tape all the way around. There's nothing else on the tail that I can tell you. On top, this is a common mod that guys do, and I've done it on a couple Super Cubs before. I didn't do it on this one, but what you can do is you can notch this out by about 1/4 of an inch, cut a piece of balsa that's kind of rounded to form right in there, and you can just have a piece of balsa that's right in there. You can reinforce right on the wing if you want, and that'll allow you, if you ever cartwheel it or really jam the wing, so it won't crunch up the foam. You can see it's kind of mangled a little bit just from so many flights and bumps and bruises, but that's one area that a lot of people reinforce. This wing I haven't put ailerons on. I don't fly this plane a whole lot anymore, but it is probably my most versatile plane. I take it everywhere. When we go places, just chuck it in the car or in the vehicle and just go. It's a great plane for just having fun with, especially when it's like -20 or whatever, or -30. Your hands are freezing. You can toss a battery in, go fly for your 15 minutes or however long you want to fly, and just go back inside. There's no screwing around with glow or anything like that. You want to use 4 rubber bands, obviously, like the manual says. Not much anywhere else. One other place it will break is if you follow a line straight down from where the elastics connect all the way straight down to here, basically right in front of where the stock landing gear mount is. It's the same place as these floats, but it wants to crack all the way up here. So if you ever nose it in real hard, bang up right there, it's going to want to crack here, and that's also on the edge of the motor box underneath. You can see there. You can reinforce it with tape like I did too, or glue it when it breaks. It's really not a big deal. You can buy a new fuse for 20 bucks after you total off your first one to learn on, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. The floats, yeah, just standard setup, just toss them on. I guess I will dismantle this plane and quickly show you the inside, just so you can see what parts you're going to need for doing a brushless setup if you want to do it like mine. I'll quickly pull that off now and show you. I just thought of something when I went to take the wing all off and take it apart. I was going to quickly show you one of my biggest mods that I did to this thing. After I put my brushes set up and my DX6i receiver, I think I put an AR6200 in it and whatnot, this thing has a lot more power than stock. Like, I think it's putting around 265 watts for this light airframe. That's a lot. So my first flight, I snapped the wings in two, pulling out of like it wasn't even a full power, it was like a half power dive, and I didn't even pull out hard, and it snaps those stock wing struts. So my mod here is, if you can see up close here, I've used spinners for fishing, and what I do is I just connect them right to the stock, these posts anyways that go through the wing, and I'm just using like some 25-pound fishing wire, and you can see it goes right up, and it's an easy connect. All you have to do is just slide this off like that, and it pops off. So I've just raised the screws slightly in there, maybe 1/8 of an inch, and they just pop on and off like that. I've never ever had one come off in flight, so it's a really good way to do it. Same on that wing. Just keep them taut. You don't need them really tight. You can see when the weight's off, they are tight, but they're not tugging on the wing. So make sure you get that tension right. It is a little bit of pain the first time you do it, but once you do it, it will hold, and you never have to adjust it again, and it's transferable to other wings as well. So that's just my quick mod. So if you want to do this mod, you'll want 6 spinners, you'll want 4 pieces of 15 to 30 pound fishing line, and you're going to want to mount 2 screws. Just screw them right in on the back here, and don't screw them in quite all the way. And I would also, while you're doing this, you may want to reinforce under here with epoxy to hold this motor box in. I've seen a lot of people rip it out learning, but if you know how to fly, we don't worry about it. It's just once you mangle it up, that you'll find the places that are weak. Also, while I'm here, this is the mount that comes with the float kit that you mount just right under the stock, I guess the exit for the air and the fuse. So just you just glue it in there. You can use CA like I said, or I like to use Gorilla Glue or even epoxy, just whatever you have on hand. I will show you the rest here in a sec.